Good morning, this is Taylor, and this is a video report for the South Platte watershed for July 1st. The next couple of weeks we will be experiencing high water on all three tailwaters that we report on, below Antero, uh, as well as below Spinney and 11 Mile Canyon. However, it doesn't mean it's not fishable. Just means you got to change your game plan up just a touch. Okay? High water means that fish push to the edges. So fish are not hard to find. They are just keen on different stuff. To tell you the truth, high water means easier fishing for me, easier guiding for me because I know that fish will be voraciously feeding. You need a lot of calories to deal with that higher water. Okay, it's just like the fish in the Arkansas during runoff. During high water in the South Platte, fish are used to, anywhere from 20 CFS to 150 CFS on the average, and now they've got 500 CFS. They have to burn a lot of calories to deal with that flow. So, it doesn't mean they stop eating, it means they increase their eating. With a little bit of off-color water, which it is, a brownish green. The edges are very clear. Still good clarity on all three sections. However, I like to throw a little brighter stuff, a little bigger stuff, and those fish kind of do have attitudes during this time period. So, I love streamers. To start off, I'd like to throw you one of my favorite patterns during high water time period on the Arkansas or the South Platte fisheries, and that's a yellow yummy. This is a Green River pattern. Got that chartreuse, the yellow. Then it's got the natural wing caves. This mimics, different baby fish, sculpin, different things, and basically, with all of these streamers that I'm going to show you, your plan, your game plan needs to be stand on the other bank, hit the far bank right off the grass, make sure it's heavy enough that it sinks fast, gets under that cut bank, give it a little stacked mend to give it some extra line to help it get down, then reconnect with the fly, let it swing, and strip it back to you. A lot of these streamer techniques and different patterns will pull fish that are hiding out under those cut banks out, and especially in the sections above Spinney and below Spinney, these are very effective techniques. Another streamer pattern real quick, olive woolly booger or an olive squirrel streamer with a heavy tungsten bead head and a lead wrap can be just a tremendous pattern. It is a baby brown trout imitation, maybe even a darker stonefly, a lot of different things. Then another tan to natural coloration, the 24 karat booger has a little gold flash attitude to it. Still got that natural marabou tail and just a great little streamer for this high water period. Now make sure you tie these suckers heavy because like I said, you want to get down as far as you can, as fast as you can, get in under cut banks, get in front of rock gardens, stuff like that. As far as dries go, still a lot of tan caddis coming off, even during the high water. You'll still see some blue wings, you'll see some hatches. However, fish are going to be keying only when the river is at its best clarity level, which means if it gets bumped one day, the following 2 days are going to be a little tannic off color from that bump, then they're going to clear up, then the fish will key more actively on the top. Tan caddis, being a dry ice caddis, any blue wing patterns, and in this higher water you can go bigger in size, even into the 18-20 range. Definitely attractor patterns within the dry category. Amy's Ant is going to be just a great, stonefly, hopper, just big cheeseburger hitting the surface, and just a great hopper dropper lead fly, and also a great pattern for that hopper dropper lead fly is a Charlie Boy hopper in a size 8 to 12. We also tie them smaller, just for the single dry action. But a lot of hoppers, especially tan meadow hoppers, and some olive and brighter green hoppers around as well. So have those in your box. As a dropper, I love caddis larva right now. Tan caddis larva, chartreuse caddis larva. Get something heavy and bright to get their attention. This is Shea Gunkel's Splat Heavy Roller. Tungsten bead, size 14 and size 16, chartreuse body. Get their attention. And a lot of caddis larvae in these watersheds right now. You can fish blue-winged olive nymphs, you can fish brown, autumn brown stones and be successful. A lot of different things to make you successful right now. The fact is, you need to go bigger than you're used to. Don't start fishing those midge larvae and those Baetis nymphs in that size 24 to 26. That's just not going to do it right now. Fish are not looking for that. They're looking for stuff coming off the banks. Go fish pig sticker. Go fish, San Juan worms and beetle larvae and crane fly larvae and stuff like that. That stuff will be productive for you. Other than that, be careful wading. Obviously, these rivers are big, and that's a lot of water for those riverbeds. So, be careful wading. My, 100% suggestion is you just fish off the bank. You don't need to be wading in that type of river. So, or in that type of flow. So, those are some of my suggestions for dealing with the higher water. I guarantee that it is still a productive fishery, all three of them. The tailwaters are very productive during high water. You just got to change your game plan. You got to change how you look at the river and where the fish are. Again, focus on the edges. The fish are going to be on the edges. They're going to be holding behind rock gardens, in front of rock gardens. Structure-wise, you got to go into it with a different game plan. Do not dredge deep holes anymore. If you do, use super heavy stones and check nymphs and stuff like that. Other than that, that should be enough information to get you going. We should see this high water for a considerable amount of time, at least in that 300 CFS to 500 CFS range. So enjoy it, have fun, and if you have any questions, give us a call, 719-269-3474. We do have guides going out every day to the South Platte watershed, so that is an option as well if you want to learn how to fish this high water. My email, taylor@rollboardanglers.com, always available. Thank you so much. Have a great day on the water.